today. From Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but we've got football to perk up our spirits. That's the good news. At Paul Brown Stadium, that's where we're at here in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And they'll be let out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And what a performance in his last game. A couple of touchdown passes, that was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. This one brought in by Jefferson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Our eyes and attention are on the fullback. Big-time carry, big yardage. But how about the guys up front, the offensive line? A lot of people think they may have to block it differently for the fullback to get big yardage. They really don't. Because he's big, strong, and powerful, a lot of times he makes his own way. They may not have to block as hard.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. The 20, 10. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that, and a great play for that defensive unit. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Bengals, nothing.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. On the give, this is their fullback. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
Number 23.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Set him back 5.
Still third down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
And now he'll tuck it and run. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A gain of 9.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
At the 19-yard line.
Here's second and 8. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
At the 29-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Brings up second and 5.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 20. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The linebacker Anthony Hitchens there on the stop. So from the 17, here's second and 7.
At the 17-yard line.
The give to Taylor. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
First and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he stopped immediately there. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Ravens 7, Bengals 6.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bengals will take over here first. And 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They're going to try the jet sweep here. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Bringing up 3rd and 12.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
47-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. DK Metcalf. His 9th touchdown of the season, and the Bengals have taken the lead. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. They'll run with Madison. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
At the 46-yard line.
Now a give to Madison, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is really thrown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down.
At the 49-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 28. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The sack there by Trent Murphy. And for the defense, their 3rd sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
2nd and 11. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Over the middle here to Brown. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 7 yards there and a first down. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. The pass to Brown as he holds it in. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Man open left side is Brown. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Dante Jackson.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll get this underneath to Madison. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. He couldn't hang on third down. And they'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man is Thielen. Is complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit. And in the late stages of the first half, it's the Lions who are out in front. Russell Wilson has thrown a touchdown pass. Next, we'll head over to check on the Giants at home at MetLife Stadium. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. The Cowboys looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And it's the visiting LA Chargers who are out in front. Curtis Samuel, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken in the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. He's going deep for Brown. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep, because they've gone deep with a lot of success.
And pick your phrase, pick your code words, your buzzwords, whatever, vertical stretch, deep passes, go routes, right? What's that route you love? What's that route you love? Four verts. All of it working because they're able to find ways to get deep, and for him to show off that big, big arm.
We see some of that big arm right here. He has been great. 2nd and 9 now.
At the 43-yard line.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Geno Atkins got home that time.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. So now a carry here for their fullback. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
A gain of 3, second down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
Gonna run with Madison again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
no gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. They'll run it with Madison, and he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The quarterback is sacked.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And down he'll go at the 25. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Cincinnati set to take over once again. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
He may try and run for this. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught at the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. An explosive 38-yard pickup. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run here with Taylor. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Jonathan Taylor with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now an open man, that's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Lets it fly for Thielen. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Thielen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
To kick off.
This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They go to the ground again with Taylor.
Jonathan.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Give him 17 at a Cincinnati 1st down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 6 there on 1st. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now an inside draw. This is their fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down and 6.
Back to throw, and this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense... And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 5-yard line.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. It's caught left side by John Brown. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They find some open field here. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. That one looks like he'll throw here. Escapes the sack. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. DK Metcalf. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Bengals add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10. At their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. A throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play. First down. That's taken in. Complete to Reynolds. 7 yards the pickup there. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one, a first down pickup of 8. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Out of the backfield, he was trying to get that to Alexander Madison. And now it's third down.
And 7 yards to go.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Back of the end zone. Can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Cincinnati, they continue to keep pace for that first round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week as